Why is overthinking condemned? Why is overthinking condemned? You've heard it before. You're overthinking it, usually said with a shrug, a smirk, or an eye roll. But this phrase isn't neutral. It carries a specific weight, a cultural judgment meant to dismiss, not diagnose. In truth, it serves as a quiet silencing mechanism, a way to flatten insight, rush through complexity, and reward only the shallow end of thought. Let's define the term. Overthinking, clinically speaking, refers to repetitive or circular thinking, mental loops tied to fear or indecision. But that's rarely what people mean in casual conversation. In practice, you're overthinking it is shorthand for you're noticing too much. It's what gets said when someone pauses the momentum of social agreement to actually think through what's happening. Modern culture doesn't reward that kind of pause. It runs on speed, simplicity, and immediate reaction. Thinking deeply slows down the scroll. It disrupts the performance of agreement. It calls for silence instead of spectacle. And for a system that thrives on acceleration, someone who pauses to reflect becomes an inconvenience. That's why this label exists, to turn depth into dysfunction. We are conditioned early to respond fast, stay inside the lines, and echo the script. School systems reinforce this by rewarding quick recall over slow inquiry. Raise your hand with a question that requires nuance, and you're told to stick to the lesson. Linger too long on the deeper meaning, and you're told to move on. In this model, critical thinking isn't honored, it's managed. Curiosity isn't deepened, it's redirected. And by the time we reach adulthood, we've been trained to associate deep thinking with anxiety, hesitation, or mental noise. But here's the truth. What often gets labeled as overthinking is advanced cognitive processing. It's a mind refusing to settle for first impressions. It's the ability to hold contradictions without collapsing. It's the capacity to follow implications all the way to their structural root. And that kind of thought cannot be rushed. What many call too much thinking is actually an untrained response to clarity. Let's get specific.